This week on Waifus Weekly, we have cyborgs. A mix of man and machine, cyborgs are the apex of technology and design. With the emotions and humanity of a person and the augmentations of a machine, cyborgs have got to be on many people's waifu tier list. From using augmentations to make some parts softer, more durable, stronger, cyborgs have it all. Add this to the fact that other species could also be converted to cyborgs. Imagine a centaur, but how do we make her better? Make her a cyborg. Voila! Now she can run faster than any car and still be as proud, but also as caring as ever. So, to help me explore the world of cyborgs, I invited the resident degenerate cyborg, Crazy Casey Productions, to help me discuss why cyborg waifus are awesome. Would you please tell us about yourself and what you do? Oh, well, I'm a cybernetic fire elemental, as you know, and coming from the fire world, many people don't really understand how technologically advanced we are. They just imagine everything from being the equivalent of the human medieval times. But we have everything from smartphones to internet to cybernetics, of course. And the last one isn't really a rarity. I've seen plenty of elementals with all sorts of cybernetic enhancements. It's just that I haven't seen a cybernetic elemental 2 that is also a VTuber, but I'd love to be proven wrong. So if there's any other elemental with cybernetics, please comment down below. Oh yes, I'd definitely like to meet others. So, going back, what can you say is a good thing about dating a cyborg? Well, one of the great things is our versatility. We can adapt with cybernetics, of course, and like, for example, do you live in a place that's cold? A cyborg can get an implant to generate more body heat, so that they would be better to cuddle up against. But, as you know, fire elementals don't really need this. We can be, well, as you say, hot. True. What do you think are some things people don't consider when dating a cyborg though? I think when it comes to high quality chrome, you need some proper polishing equipment, lubricants for the joints, and better have paid for some anti-rust coating if you bought the steel coating. But I see that you have bought the nickel copper plating. Oh yeah, but only somewhat recently because I really wanted an upgrade. It's gotta take a freaking long time for high heat to melt this arm, which is great of course. So next off, what about Cyborg's diet? Memes like to show us how robots drink gas, alcohol, and even oil. Oh yes, I've seen plenty of those on Terran internet. Yeah, robots and even cyborgs drinking oil seems a bit weird. But that seems more forgiving. Kinda like a human drinking blood at a bar. I mean, don't get me wrong, there might be some humans, well, vampires, that might be into that. But there might be some robots who would also drink oil, to be fair. But since I'm mostly organic, and I eat what many normal omnivorous species eat, like humanoid elementals eat. You know? Human flesh. What? Normal food. One of my favorite things we adapted from humans was frying food, especially potatoes. Oh yes, I also really love fried potatoes so very much. Right? They're just so freaking good. Actually, I've been thinking of making a video on my YouTube channel, something about having to make my special low oil air fried potatoes, which is pretty simple really. I'll eventually reveal how to do it online, but not on this show. Fair enough. Surely some of the viewers might like to see your cooking, perhaps? And not that much, considering I've only made one video and it's mostly a parody of Elf Kent Diet, which is a very, very funny manga that you should definitely read. It has everything you'd want thick waifus in a slice of life format, but also in a semi fantasy setting. Thinking about it, they could actually be in the same universe as Dragon Maid. Potentially, of course. Because we do know in Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid there are plenty of other species living alongside humans for a variety of reasons. And even my favorite character from Elfkin Diet, Gonda, is a dragon girl that uses telepathy to speak to, well, everyone. It also seems very Ilulu. You know, like she seems very much like Ilulu before she got her job, of course. That's actually really freaking cool. It makes so much sense considering the fact that dragons aren't the only ones who can travel across worlds, and their motivations change. They could, just want to go to Terra to lose weight, find love, and so on. But going back, what about armaments? Cyborgs have all manner of ways to use weaponry. Yeah, definitely. Well, I actually have two examples that I love, which are from Cyberpunk and Upgrade. Upgrade. Oh yeah, I think I saw that movie. Spoiler alert for all our viewers, of course. Spoilers. They should skip to the timestamp below, right? Oh yeah, I'll put the tag right somewhere here. Well, yeah, the movie is about an AI that took over the body of a human. Kinda like a certain AI kun I know. And the man becomes stronger, faster, and smarter. But what I love in the movie is the armaments the cyborgs have. Some of them have built-in guns into their arm. Another, possibly much cooler one is nanobots, which, when you inhale, can enter your system and slice you up from the inside. Jeez! Yeah, it's pretty messed up. And I have heard of things like this being developed as weapons, but considering how many people wear masks now, it might have slowed their progress down, if you know what I mean. As for Cyberpunk, that game's inclusion of mantis blades, gorilla arms, and monowire, wrist rockets also, are definitely one of my highlights. Actually, I'm working on my own version of these things. Well, the wrist rocket and mantis blades anyway. But they won't be subdermal, they're gonna be bit on top of the arm because that's a bit expensive. Ah, cool. I getcha. Progress takes time, huh? Well, now, for the juicy bits people come for, of course. Yeah, I kinda knew this was coming. Yeah. Well, every Waifus Weekly episode needs one. So, what are things that make cyborgs great in bed? Well, like versatility before, if you want a girl with a 12-inch jackhammer dong, a cyborg can do that. You want 3-mouth cunnilingus or a guy with his own built-in heater and vibrators, cyberdongs, you can also do that. But what some may find strange but very important is machine learning, detecting and informing the user of the erogenous zones and what kinds of things their partner is into based on search history. With built-in stimulants, a man can, well, mechanically keep it up for much longer. But one of the most important one is, if one of the parties gets exhausted, they could put their body on autopilot, which just controls the cybernetic parts they have to keep going. Oh, and don't forget about ASMR or silent mode. A throat module can stream the audio directly into your mental systems, and your neighbors won't hear a thing, except for the creaking of your bed and the slamming of you know what. But most beds are built into the concrete, so it's pretty much quiet. And the slapping, of course, can be dampened with skin implants for stealth. Huh. I didn't think of that. Well, that's a lot more than I thought there would be,
Yeah.
honestly. Well, anything else any people should know about cyborgs, or like your final
Well,
thoughts? Cyborgs are people who wish to improve themselves in any sort of way. This isn't so different from, let's say, getting a tattoo. Some cyborgs only do this for cosmetic reasons, of course, and we have to accept them because they aren't so different from other people without cybernetics. It's just that plenty of cyborgs are just faster, stronger, smarter, and better in bed. Well, can't argue with that logic. So, as you can see, this is why cyborgs are appealing to plenty of people. For obvious intimate reasons, but also because we are just mobile power banks.